Good morning. Hopefully most of you know who I am, but I'm Jeremy Gilmore. I've lived in Borehamwood now and Elstree since 1984. My involvement in Hatzola has been ongoing now for close on 20 years. My story starts with me, unfortunately, from March 2001 to November 2001, not sleeping one night as the pains I was getting in my arms, legs and neck were excruciating. I'd been to the NHS and the NHS could not see me till May 2002. Everything is mere shamayim, and a shkochas process came around that I work in Stamford Hill for the Englanders, and one of Elish Englander's nephews is a guy called Reb Chaim Eli Kernkraut. So I'm sitting in his office in Linfield Road, and he says to me halfway through the conversation, "Jeremy, what's wrong with you?" I said, "Reb Chaim, you don't need to worry about it. Really, you don't. Let's just carry on." He said, "No, Jeremy, you don't know who I am." I said, "Of course I do. You're Reb Chaim Eli Kernkraut. You're my boss's nephew." He said, "I'm more than that. I'm the founder of Hatzola in the UK. And there's not one consultant in the country I do not know. I'm phoning my uncle now, and you're not working for the rest of the day. You're going to tell me your story, and I will get someone to sort you out." So I told him my story, that I hadn't slept since March till November, that I was in severe pain, so much so that one Shabbos my wife had to call out an ambulance and inject Voltarol retard into my spine, otherwise I'd have literally jumped out the window with so much pain. So this was on a Tuesday. On the Thursday, I get a phone call from Reb Chaim saying, "I've seen a consultant at the Royal Humana Wellington in St John's Wood, and he wants to see you on Shabbos." So I can't see him on Shabbos. I'm Shomer Shabbat. How am I going to get from Borehamwood to St John's Wood? He said, "Don't worry. Again, Baruch Hashem, I know people. I will get someone to take you in." So they took me in on Shabbos, went to shul with them, finished shul, went back to them, had supper with them, 8:30, and went to the hospital. Ran upstairs, walked upstairs, and saw the consultant. He said, "I'm sorry, Jeremy. I've looked at your scans that you did, because I had an MRI scan done personally myself. And he said, if you don't have an operation by Tuesday, which I've booked in, you'll be in a wheelchair within a month." So I get back to my apartment I was staying in, and my friend Barry Stechel, who's a Lubavitcher in Stamford Hill, wasn't very well a few years before, and I'd given him chizuk, and he'd given me an Art Scroll to Healing book. I read it full page, every page for that whole night. I got back home Motzei Shabbos. I sat with my wife and explained what was going to happen. We were both very emotional about it. I put on Sky Discovery Health, and may Hashem be my witness. The exact operation I was going to have was on TV at that moment in time. I told my Rav, Rabbi Tukentaft, he couldn't believe it. He told his Rav, Rabbi Nosson Finkel, Sadik Levracha, and they closed all the classes at Mia for the 7.5 hours of my operation. Baruch Hashem, I am now physically fit from that, and I have had no things. Without Hatzola, without Reb Chaim Eli Kernkraut, I would not be sitting here now and telling you this story. I never thought at any time when I was involved with Reb Chaim that I would ever be given the chance to be able to do what I'm doing now. I've now trained up to be a dispatcher for Hatzola in Hertfordshire, and this is something this community is going to treasure in the years to come as a wonderful gift that that Hatzola has given to them, to be able to have the ability to be able to have ambulances on a daily basis, to be able to answer any emergencies that's going, is something special. I've seen them and witnessed it, what it's like in Stamford Hill, and for us to be able to do it here, it's going to be something very special. My involvement in trying to get in this has got even stronger, because unfortunately last April I contracted COVID, so much so that I was in a coma for 42 days. And again, with Hashem's help, with my friends in Israel, my friends in England, all saying to him for me, I have been able to get back to my full strength. Unfortunately, the reason why I'm doing this video is my brother, my blessed brother, died of COVID at the same time as I was in hospital. And he was a Sadiq. He put himself out. He was involved in Zakah in Israel, raising funds for that. There's no Zakah in England, really. And I thought the best thing we could possibly do in the sukkahs and the memory of him is to be able to get some fast response vehicles for him, because he used to live in Radlett. And the moment Hatzola, Hertfordshire, is only at the moment enabled to be able to look after Boreham Wood and Elstree. This can't happen. The community is big, it's massive, and we need everyone in Hertfordshire to be able to benefit by way of just phoning up someone to be able to get immediate help, whether it's a small incident or something much larger. But I have been blessed in so many ways to be able to give back, and this is one of the ways I'm doing it. Do it for Hatzola, for the love of your own family, because this is a benefit that is going to multiply tenfold, and everyone is going to benefit from it.